Folks, how are you doing tonight? It is me. I am here all alone. I am the Dr. Aaron Hurd, and be it for the white, beautiful silver mane I have developed here in the last few years, I am not Santa, contrary to popular belief by some people. But listen, I am here to give away free stuff, and I'm here to look at NASCAR cars that are going to run on the race this weekend. So hang with me. Let me get this little graphic out of the way, and we'll get it started and take a look at everybody who got it done. All right? Hang in there, boys and girls. Oh, I am so glad you have chosen to join me today. Jordan was supposed to be here. You may, if you're a normal watcher, you know Jordan's here about half the time, almost, and his parole was denied for tonight. I did speak at the parole hearing and told them he was a danger to society, so it's kind of my fault. But he couldn't make it. He had something come up, so I'm here all the lonesome with y'all, hopefully in the private chat, giving me a holler, telling me what you think, what we're looking at. We're looking at every car that's going to run this weekend coming up at the big race, as opposed to where they were in Iowa last week. We're doing it in that order, and your winner from Iowa last week is the number 12, the champ himself, the man. He is running the Dutch Boy again. Now, this is the same Menards Phoenix, so watch out. The man has a winning percentage for Dutch Boy. He's ready to lay it down. It is a little ironic, is it not, that a paint company sponsors cars and then they wrap them and they don't use paint anymore. I know Exalta does, but I don't think Dutch Boy. I think it's just a wrap, so, you know. Second place coming in, the 24 car of Big Willie B, coming back with the Valvoline for the second time this year. Oh, man, consistency. I mean, Hendrick all over, right, guys? It's ridiculous. Hendrick is always running strong. But this Valvoline cars, every time they're in them, strong runs. I would look for Byron, just based on, that's just schemology, okay? So, you know, there's no scientific basis to that. There could be, but at the moment there's not. We know there is for William Byron. Speaking of Hendrick, oh, man, everybody's main man. He, the number 9, he was coming a little bit. I thought, man, if this could play out right, maybe the fans would lose their mind for the 9 to get a win there. But no, it was not to be. I'm glad the 12 won, don't get me wrong. It's a huge thing. That also makes Blaney only one of 10 drivers to ever win at the same track in the top 3 series, in the National Series. So he's won there in Truck, Xfinity, and now Cup. He's the only person at Iowa, of course, because there's only been one Iowa race. But only 10 people have ever done that throughout history. So that's an interesting stat to put him amongst some of the greats, with win number 11 for him. Ream again, man. I was hoping they change this up a little bit, this Ream thing, because if I'm not mistaken, weren't we running Ream last week? 4th place. This man's going to pick off a win soon. He's got big energy. I mean, he is. I don't know what it is, but he's either total trash, slammed into something, or running great. So I see more wins coming in his future. He's already got some. You know, you can't deny that, man. Oh, boys and girls, get out the Kleenex and start crying. What have they done? They're just mocking him now. They know it. They're like, here you go. Here's your tissue. Just take it on the track with you. We know you're going to wreck. You into weeds. See, they done put, like, flowers and weeds all over it. They're just mocking him to his face at this point. Kroger's like, we're leaving. We're going to Joe Gibbs. Speaking of which, who's going to take the 19 spot? I'm not so sure it's going to be the 19. It could be the 18. It could change the number. They could change it to anything, really. Who's to say? 18 was always their main number, but then they shifted and let it go for the 54 for the grandson. Who's going to get this sponsor? Because this is going to it's leaving JTG and going to JGR. So whoever's getting in, who might be Briscoe now, people are saying, I don't know about you guys. If you've got any inside information, I'm hearing Briscoe gets announced by the end of the week is all the big common thing everybody's saying online. We'll see. I wouldn't blame Briscoe for going, oh, look at here. Oh, it's Big Joey Tomato just running the gas station pizza tonight, boys. He is ready, loaded. You can get any topping. That's the sign I saw at the gas station. It said you can have as many toppings as you want. I don't know if it was Hunt Brothers. Is there really a difference in gas station pizzas? Y'all chime in, please. I need to know. I love pizza, don't get me wrong. And I used to eat gas station pizza when I lived in a place called Castlewood, Virginia. But growing up after that, I was like, you know what? There's a lot of pizza places. Let me just get pizza at the pizza place. Joey, strong showing. 12's won. The 2's won. Short track again. Joey, guys? Huh? Could it be?
Have you ever?
Could he win? I think it's a good possibility. I'm not saying that's my pick, but it could be my pick. We'll find out. Hey, number 4. I really thought this dude, go Blue Devils, somebody says in the comments. It's Tyler. What's up, Tyler? Go Castlewood Blue Devils. Yes, I could care less what the Castlewood Blue Devils do these days. Anyway, Miner, they don't mine anything, right? We talked about this the last time they ran it. They put giant garage doors into like warehouses. To me, this seems like an odd sponsor. Somebody back me up here, because it's a very special niche. Who makes those decisions? For a whole warehouse for their business to run, and they're just like, man, I think I saw something on a race. We're looking into that garage door. To me, I don't know. Hey, 48. Is he in trouble? Is he really? I don't think he is, honestly. The man is just laying down top 10s. He's running consistent. Everybody wanted to act like even last year he's going to get let go by Big Rick.
Here comes the money.
Rick, I don't think, is ready to let Alex Bowman go. I don't think Alex Bowman's done anything bad. And so this whole thing this week, right? I am a Kyle Busch fan. I'll admit it. I'm sorry to those of you who hate Kyle Busch. I understand. I'm his fan. I was a Terry Labonte fan starting out, so I just went to Kyle, so it's been the whole ride. I get it. He's always saying something that's fine. I like the guy. But this week, people kind of felt like he threw off on his own team, and he's like, I'd go to Hendricks if they'd have me back. He also said Joe Gibbs. So the automatic thought for everybody is 48, because nobody even considers the possibility they would fire the 5, the 24 or 9, which they shouldn't. I don't think they should fire the 48. You tell me. Are you sick of Alex Bowman having these Miami Vice cars? Man, he's got a nice one coming up from Nashville. We'll see that coming up. Hey, choice privileges. You want to be privileged? Choose the right thing. That's what you got to do. I'm never going to hate on an orange car. This yellow, though, again, choice privileges. I guess you just go look it up. But if they mentioned hotels, it'd be better. Halfway through the season, 99 got that win early. You think he's got anything, or is he out in the round of 16? I don't know. Special scheme for a special boy. Here he is.
Hey, baby girl.
Anybody a baseball fan? You ever take a stick and hit a leather cowhide wrapped around cork? Man, America's pastime, I tell you what. But over here, they're building submarines, and they're going to build them to look like Fenway Park stuff. They got the whole Red Sox organization going down. Of course, the team is called, we call it RFK for short, but is Roush Fenway Keselowski being the man in this car. Fenway, as in Fenway Park, as in owns the Red Sox. Brad, co-owner in a race team with the Red Sox themselves. My understanding is if he doesn't have a good race, guys just come in with ball bats, and it's just a mess. So he has a lot of motivation to really get something done. Speaking of having motivation to get something done, let's just pause for a second. Listen, folks, do you want free stuff? Because I'm just trying to give away free stuff. All I got's free stuff. Look, a signed, autographed, number 24, William Byron car. We got this giant taco over here, signed by Mr. Daniel Suarez. He signed it himself. You can see it on video. We're giving it away when we hit 750 subscribers on YouTube, which is not a big amount in the scheme of things. There's people with millions. We only got 355 is the last time I looked. It's hard to get YouTube people. Listen, NASCAR apparently is just not popular with people who love YouTube. Like a lot of you I can see are watching on Facebook right now. A lot of you watch on Facebook. That's awesome. We love it, but we're trying to get this YouTube thing up. Man, like if you even go look at PRN, like the actual radio network with name brand people, right, actually calling the race. They've had a YouTube channel, and they do a weekly show, an awesome show, by the way, of updates. They only have like 4,000 subscribers. The actual radio network. So this is a hard field, so I desperately need your help. How do you do it? All you got to do is hit subscribe or get somebody to subscribe, or hit, even better, go onto YouTube and hit like, hit love, type something. If you interact with the algorithm, it will do things, magic things for me. It will give me prizes. I want to give you prizes. Speaking of more prizes, look, we got even more. Shirts, same thing as last week. Pick in the comments who wins the race this week, and you can win one of these shirts. Somebody won both of them last week. One of the guys did. We've got more, and we have sizes in both of them. I'm pretty positive, from small to extra large, for you to pick from. You get both of them. My gosh, all you got to do is pick who wins the race. It's a fun thing to do, and it's free, and we mail things to your house. Oh, my goodness, how can you not be entertained? Looky here, more orange. It stands out. Somebody in the comments, Suarez, now American citizen. I saw that, America. Get this bird in here. Heck yeah.
Take a look at this.
Patriotism.
Motherload.
That's what we got here. Patriotism, folks.
Stop all the downloads.
Man, I ain't going to hate on the orange again. Go Balls, right? Running it again, Kubota. Man needs some good runs. I really thought he would have a win by now this year. I don't know about you guys, but I expected more out of Trackhouse. I know they've got the 99 in Winter Circle, but oh my gosh, hold on, I got to stop talking right here. This is it. Oh my.
I'm Pickle Rick.
They done it. They done got a pickle car. They done put a Pickle Rick type man on the front. Now this is not legally Pickle Rick, okay? This is a Creek. I can't. What does it say? C-R-I-L. Creo's Pickles. Apparently, Creo's Pickles had a pickle man before Pickle Rick was a thing.
I'm Pickle Rick!
And so they've still got it. So, wrap of the week. I'm telling you what. This is why I believe we need Todd Gilliland in the sport. He brings us the sponsors that are just top tier. Pickles, peanuts, right? He just gets general objects. He's thought outside the box. There's no need to go looking for sponsorship from major corporations. There's sponsorship in your yard. Go out to your garden and start asking around. Start networking. Get the carrots and the peas in on this, okay? You can make something happen in NASCAR. It's just word of mouth, just out in your garden. You can have pickles. Look at that. Pickle car. They wrote it on there. What do you want? Folks, if there's nothing better right there, that's as good as NASCAR is going to get for you. If you don't like that, you don't like the sport. I'm sorry. Over here's Foe. Foe's been running before. The Fraternity Order of Eagles. I have no idea what the Fraternal Order of Eagles actually is. I thought it was like a moose lodge or a local club. Does anybody have any idea? That's what I've always assumed. They've got money to buy a car. That's pretty amazing. You got to give it to them. They've done something with their life. Oh, speaking of somebody who's doing something with his life, the 77 is making moves. Top 15 here. I know a top 15 is not a miraculous thing, but he's running Spire, and he's running consistent. The man has got a future ahead of him. I keep thinking Spire is going to be on the come up here at some point because they're pouring the money like crazy. They got McDowell coming in. You know, you need old man McDowell there to get your chickens in a row. They got Delaware Life again with some more writing on it this week that you can't read on the bottom. Delaware Life, of course, is a product, I guess. It's a life insurance of Gainbridge. So it's kind of a self-sponsored car, or totally is, however you want to look at Gainbridge's partial ownership Aspire. 2 weeks in a row, they're getting out so much macaroni salad. I mean,
What the hell is that?
why do we need this much macaroni salad, folks? Is it just because it's summer? They're all hooked up on, oh, you're having picnics. We just got to double up on macaroni salad. Nobody eating it in the holidays. Save some of this for the end of the year. Thanksgiving, right? You're going to need macaroni salad at Thanksgiving. Advertise it then. Man, Truex is going to leave. This is it. It has been officially announced. Are you sad? Of course you are. He's a champion. He's been around for all the 2000s. He's been here forever. He's one of the old guys. But he's going to run more next year. Probably the Daytona 500, they're already saying. Probably Xfinity races, random races. I don't think he's really ready to quit. I think it's just let's move out of full-time, and also let's free up that 19 car for whatever Joe's got to do. Briscoe, good land if they can get him for it. Absolutely. Overstock. Could there not just be 1 week where we don't have an overstock car at this point? Overstock. The company that obviously is overcharging people, right? There's no way you can sponsor 47 cars per race and pull this off without some kind of hookup. I will say it's a hot car. Gregson, a lot of talk. Where's he go? Does he get the 19 because of the Bass Pro little connectional? Or possibly going to a third charter over at RCR that they buy? Maybe that plays a role into Kyle Busch's comments about he would go to the other place if they would have him back. Maybe he's trying to, publicly push RCR a little bit to be like, instead of spending money on bringing in another driver, we should focus on what we've got. Maybe Kyle's just trying to put a scare into him a little bit. He's not going anywhere. They got a contract option on him. But they don't have to worry about Austin Dillon leaving. Austin Dillon's going nowhere. Even if Austin Dillon was winning races, there's no way he's going to pop up anywhere else. That's his home always. So maybe Kyle needs to remind them, you know what, if you can't deliver, then I'm going to move on my wife and children to Albania. And how are you going to get there? You're going to get there with DraftKings. That's the only way to get there. Man, I kind of like the DraftKings, honestly. I kind of like the flat blackness of it. It's a little bit different than it was in years past. Speaking of getting there, you can get out to White Blaze Outdoors. Now, White Blaze Outdoors, greatest sponsor for a NASCAR podcast there ever was, because all the races happen outdoors, right? I've never been to a race that was in, well, maybe I have. Hold on. Okay, I've never been to a NASCAR race that was indoors, I don't think. So they're all outdoors. It all works together. So you're going to need to be prepared to be in this fragile cocoon you're in now of human body, right? You've got the sun blaring down on you. The sun's poisoning you, right? You're going to die by the sun. The sun will kill you. So please, you got to be prepared. You got to know, I need proper lotion, suntan blocking. I need to know what to do if a snake should bite me out on the trail. I need emergency medical care. I need to know people who know the area so I don't get lost and wind up living inside of a cave for 12 weeks with a bear, because that could happen around here. We got bears all over the place. Listen, if you're in the Appalachian Highlands area, White Blaze Outdoors can take care of all the worries for you. They can haul you around in a car and drop you off even and let you just walk off if you want. Whatever. They'll help you out. Call them on the phone. Say, hey, I want to do something. Let me one of them, all right? You talk like that, just hillbilly talk. They'll be like, all right, you ain't got nothing to worry about. 17. Had a good little thing going, and then had a terrible thing going with some tires. I like the blacked out Fastenal. How fast is it? Have you ever been in a Fastenal? Anybody? I've never once stepped foot. I've seen a Fastenal in a strip mall here in Bristol. We've got one, and it's
Bristol, baby!
It's much smaller than I thought it would be for what I think it is just random parts. But anyway, here he is. Here's Papaw's boy coming back with the Bass Pro. That's what I was going back to with the 10. If you brought him in, they bought another charter, made that 33 full-time again, possibility putting Noah in it, and you've got all of Johnny's money just coming to the one organization. All of Johnny's money is pouring in to this one place called Truex out. Who else has got there's somebody else it's got a Bass Pro connection, but I can't think of off the top of my head at the moment. Oh, man, Harrison Burton. Half a season left, folks. I mean, people aren't even debating at this point. They're just, who is it? Who's going to be the one, right? They're just flat out, they know he's gone. There's no need to even sit and act like it's not going to happen. 7 for Schuler Systems. Orange and white, go Vols again. Man, Corey LaJoie is not having the season. Burton to the 19, I'm seeing somebody say. Yeah, well, it's a good possibility if everyone else in the field dies. I think Burton could go to the 19. I think you're right. We're going to have to see some kind of magnitude earthquake or mass extinction, though. But under those conditions, absolutely, you could be right. Now, let me back up here. Also, I do want to say, now, let's not hate on Harrison Burton too much. Harrison Burton is beating Zane Smith in the points, okay? He is, let's see, what would that be, 27 points ahead of last place. So He's outperforming the 71 car at a pace that's mind-blowing. Look at this guy, and this is his teammate here. Look how far ahead he was. Man, you can't lose on any of this. Here's that spatula car again, SiriusXM. SiriusXM has a deal through Toyota, and so a lot of this sponsorship is a connection deal, is my understanding, that really is Toyota sponsorship paying for this partner to take the place. I do like the blue and white. Go again to school colors that we talked about, or callback. Fish time. You know, I saw somebody online point out earlier today, and they made a very good point. Anytime the Long John Silver scheme runs, especially with McDowell, it's tragic. He just seems to tear the car all to pieces. Nothing works. It falls apart in lap one, things like that. So, if there is any psychology to which schemes work best, don't look for McDowell to be putting up points on your fantasy team should the look of the car actually make a difference. And we all know it does. There's no doubt about it. And that's why this is absolutely, right here, the worst wrap in the history of the earth right here. I'm so sick of this again, a Yahoo sponsorship partnership with Toyota, just like that SiriusXM thing I was talking about. Oh.
How did that dang deal get here?
I'm just, the Grimace was better. If you're going to go purple, put Grimace on it, right? Put Grimace on it. This purple crap. Speaking of cars that are bleh and one big color and nobody cares about, 54, again, he had some trouble, had a good car. Sooner or later, this guy's got to get a win, right? I mean, I really thought, honestly, he was going to have one last year, but here he is, way back down on the backside. Uh-oh, John Hunter's back. This time, he's got the family dollar. Down in 26 for John Hunter. He was not... John Hunter don't have a lot of good races anymore, you know? I mean, I hate to be like that, but things are not going well for John Hunter over in the 42 camp. I wish him the best, but it's not looking good. 41, Mohawk. So, big sponsorship. They want everybody just to cut the hair off the sides of your head, leave a strip right down the middle. Mohawks. Bring them back, guys. It was big when Mr. T was around. You know, he was a good guy.
No respect, no honor.
Better have that Mohawk if you want to get into the club. Mohawk, actually, I looked up, is flooring. And I believe it's made somewhere in New Hampshire, if I'm not mistaken. And somebody will tell me, although I can't remember the exact place. Priest is from somewhere up there. So, big connection for him for local sponsor. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
Stupid.
What is this? Zeb? Zeb? It's a chemical company. But Zeb, they make a bunch of different chemicals. This is a weird paint scheme. I don't know how I feel about this. You kind of looks like a giant egg yolk just been thrown down on the car, on a blue car. I don't know. It says, what does it say back there? Let there be mess. It's a cleaning product. They got a spray bottle on the side. You know, you can't knock them for that. They're trying to show you what it does, but you know, it doesn't show what it cleans. It's different. That's good. I'm always saying we need something different. Gold and blue do go together well. It's just the giant yoke shape on the hood seems odd to me for some reason. I just, Poppy. Let's go to the poppy bank and withdraw the heroin poppy seeds. I love that they put like a poppy plant right there on the car, just so you understand exactly what's going on. We're investing your money in drugs, they say. Not at all. That's not what they say at all. A lot of things I say are just, we're just having fun. We're just here to have fun. You know that, right? This guy right here, oh my gosh.
Austin Cindric, oh my gosh, what is happening?
What is happening? Austin Cindric in the playoffs. Now, we got what? This is race 17. Anybody want to tell me if that's right? Or after 17, so we're going to race 18. So we've got like, a few more left, but we've got 6 spots left to lock in. Could we go on a run this summer of just winners to the point where somebody with a win doesn't make the playoff grid? That would be interesting. Hit those 17 winners. I doubt it very much, but it could happen still. Speaking of last place and everything in life, Zane Smith Word on the street, on the rumor mill, they say Zane may be out of a ride. Maybe Shane Van Gisberg gets that big ride, the third ride over at Trackhouse. Of course, he's winning in his car, so he should. And Zane here, of course, is not actually from Spire. He's just on loan to get this car warmed up for your boy, Michael McDowell, to go in it. Dollar Tree, man, they're just back-to-back. Dollar Tree and Family Dollar, just double them up. Put both of them on the track. Big New Hampshire market, obviously, that you got to know. You got to shop at those places. Look at this. Meat in bone. Meat in? Meat and bone? What is this exactly? I looked it up, and it says it's a butcher. Like a old school butcher. Like there's just like, you want a whole pig? You want a baby pig? Here it is, completely baby pig. We'll mail it to you. Or they have regions that they mail out of and do some serious butchering. This is not the stuff like going to your normal supermarket. These guys are doing what they did in 50s TV shows. You know, they're wearing the white hats and they're rubbing stuff on aprons and singing songs with Mary Poppins and crap. I don't know if I guess they ship you the meat and, as in the in, bone. So you don't pay for bone shipping. There's no need for that. There's no need to ship bones. If you've got bones, just keep them at home. Oh, boy. Have you ever seen a man have bad luck, but so much talent that it doesn't matter how bad his luck is? 34th place. A man who very well could win the championship this year at the top of the standings, but at the back of the field, once again with that same old paint scheme, trying to get it done. And then here's the man we were talking about earlier when we were talking about silly season, as we constantly do, the number 8, Falco. Falco, of course, being the bird that was on Star Fox, the video game. I think this is, check your credit score or something like that. Kyle obviously not happy about it. There's been word from his crew chief after this that Kyle is going to be there, and it was a misunderstanding and everything, but obviously the fact that he hasn't won this year is very scary to him. He plans on rectifying that. I think a win would solve a lot of things over at RCR. Make a lot of people a lot more happy and a lot more calmed down. Oh, Nelly.
Ty Dillon.
Have you ever thought about Ty Dillon being in another race? Did you forget that he had a 5-race deal for the 16? He's coming out for the summer. He's ready to hit New Hampshire with a vengeance, with a new paint scheme, Car Bravo. Car Bravo, I think it says on the front, fill the used something. It's a used car lot. You know what, though? It's a much better paint scheme than most used car lot places get, though. I'll give it that. I like the color on it. It's pretty good. I mean, I'm not losing my mind, but that and Ty Dillon together just...
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Here, let me drop the car here. Give it the magic Ty Dillon gavel hit there. Maybe bring Ty some luck this week. We need some luck, too. What we need you to do, just go on these places. Hit the subscribe, the follow, the ring-a-ding bell right there. You see that one? Hit them all. Go ahead, touch them. Don't be afraid. They're free. No one charges you. I don't even want your money. I just want you to touch a button. You're touching buttons all day. You're just touching your screen. Just touch it in the place where I need, you to know that they know that you touched it because I told you to. If you just do that, that's all I'm asking. It's a laid-back thing. Listen, I didn't get to one thing, but I did want to point this out, and I don't know how I missed it while we were going through everything. But check this out. Mr. Steal Your Girl here, man, this is the fire suit of the year. I meant to bring this up earlier. Look at him. Hamburgered out. Ty, ready to just pull up, take your girl, and rob her out of the street. Show her where he keeps those burgers, right? Here he is, dressed for success. Oh, Tyler Reddick, man, fire suit of the season so far. All right, so, end of the show. I wish somebody had shown up, Jordan, but again, he can't get out of jail. You can't blame him for that. He's a patriotic man. He loves jail. He will not be back next week. Justin's back next week. He's just arrived from his international excursion and will be back with us next week. And until then, I'm going to tell you, I'm sad to inform you that this week's winner, I believe, will be the 22 of Joey Logano in his red Hunt Brothers Pizza. I'm just glad it's something different than the shell. You know, that's one thing. Also, take note of this. They have not had Ford symbols on the front end of the Mustangs this year, the Dark Horse Mustang. Starting this week, everyone should have a Ford symbol on the nose now for more brand identity. I guess they wanted it to be more true to the real car because Mustangs don't have the Ford emblems on them. But then they realized, oh, wait, we're trying to sell cars. Let's just go ahead and put Ford on it. People understand since it says Hunt Brothers Pizza anyway. It's not exactly, looking like it's street worthy exactly anyway. I would, don't get me wrong. Listen, if you got a Hunt Brothers Pizza wrap, put that on your car. I'm down. Send a picture. We'll put it on the air. All right, folks. That's all I got. I'm sorry it wasn't more entertaining and I couldn't bring you more value, but I hope that you saw a car that you liked and you put in the comments who's going to win this weekend's race at New Hampshire. All the platforms, you get it right, you'll get 2 shirts mailed to you. I just mailed out, speaking of which, if you've won something in like the last month and you haven't received it, it's on its way. I just put them in the mail yesterday or the day before. It's like once a month I wind up mailing stuff. So, it's 6 to 8 weeks delivery. It's like living in the 80s and ordering something off TV. You just got to pretend. It'll take a while to get there, but it'll get there, I promise. Anyway, I love all of you. I appreciate you taking the time to watch the show. You don't know how much it means. Help me out. Click some buttons. I'll catch y'all next week. Back with Justin. Have a good week, folks. Bye-bye.